My golden child brother harassed me for escaping poverty, spread vicious rumors to destroy my engagement, and tried to blackmail me, so I turned his own tactics against him and watched his world collapse. Growing up, my older brother chose our rich dad in our parents' divorce, then laughed at me because I got stuck with our poor mom. But the thing was, I actually liked it that way. You see, when Marcus got a brand new Mercedes for his 16th birthday at dad's mansion, whilst I had to take the city bus with a monthly pass mom could barely afford, I was happy for him. I was also happy for him when dad flew him to Tokyo for spring break on a private jet. Meanwhile, I spent mine working double shifts at McDonald's to help mom pay rent. When he posted photos from his $500 a plate sushi dinner, I was eating ramen noodles for the third day straight. He texted me, "Mom's charity case still alive?" And I laughed alongside him, because I knew that in the long run, how he treated me right now because I was the one stuck with our poor mother would only benefit me. And I was right. I graduated high school with a full academic scholarship because I realized studying was my only way out. Marcus, on the other hand, dropped out in sophomore year because he thought he could coast through life on dad's money. We actually stopped talking right around this time. His final text, "Blood means nothing, money does." And as sad as I was, I matched his energy. I still texted him once or twice a year, wishing him Merry Christmas or a happy birthday though. I knew that despite all dad's money, Marcus had no real friends, and that a simple text from his sibling probably meant a lot to him. But other than that, we didn't talk. All I knew was that he was fully reliant on dad and was trying to make it as a day trader. Honestly, I thought I'd never see him again. Until one day when I was 28. I had just graduated med school, bought a small apartment, and recently gotten engaged. That's when I got the random urge to contact him. I think I just wanted my brother to see me and be proud of me. I thought he would be. But instead, I got the biggest slap to the face of my life. I showed up to the cafe with an invitation to a ball me and my fiancé were going to, and a watch that had belonged to our grandfather, something I'd kept safe all these years. I actually wanted to reconnect, but then I saw him, and I almost gasped. He was trying to hide his exhaustion with expensive sunglasses indoors, and was wearing a designer outfit with the tag still on. To my surprise, he actually hugged me and smiled. I hugged him back, but kept my guard up. We exchanged pleasantries, but as soon as the waiter took our orders, his mask fell apart. He snapped his fingers at him like he was a dog. We began catching up, and I quickly found out dad had just cut him off after he crashed his third car. I saw this as my chance to invite him to the ball, but before I could finish, he cut me off. Still playing house with peasants? I just stared at him and saw the resentment in his eyes. It had been 12 years since the divorce. No way was he still like this. I was taken aback, and for the first time in my life, I fully saw just how pathetic and broken Marcus was. I gave up on the invitation and took out Grandpa's watch and gave it to him. But instead of thanking me or even acknowledging its significance, he sneered, "Mom's pawn shop special?" My jaw dropped. My body filled with so much rage, I felt my face turning red. I looked at him dead in the eye, my hands twitching with anger. In response, he looked up, except instead of making eye contact, his head started darting around and avoiding me, almost as if he was terrified of what I was about to do. It took every part of me not to stand up and use my 3 years of kickboxing on him. Instead, I did something even better. I simply kept staring at him and began taunting his deepest insecurities. My voice dropped low. "Dad never loved you." He went red. The tears came instantly. I leaned in closer. "You were just mom's price." He was fully crying by this point, his expensive sunglasses doing nothing to hide it, but I didn't care. I even took out the ball invite and slid it across the table, telling him this was his final chance to have family again. With that, I walked out. Looking back, I shouldn't have invited him. Turns out my words had hurt him deeply. So deep, he decided to show up to the ball, and at it, try to ruin everything I had ever worked for. The charity ball was 3 weeks away when Marcus showed up at my apartment building.